Today we have got a special show in store for you. Haven't even got out there yet, but I know it's going to be a good one. We are in Louisiana, where we've got some of the friendliest people in the country and my most favorite fishery in the country, Toledo Bend. So can't wait to get out there and show you what this place has to offer. Super excited about our guest today, Blake East. He's from East Texas, and little does he know, he challenged me on one of my most favorite lakes in the country, Toledo Bend. So anxious to see what Blake can teach me about good old Toledo Bend.
My name's Blake East. I'm here on one of my favorite lakes, Toledo Bend. Here to challenge Brent Chapman in the Pros versus Joes challenge. I've seen the show often and always wondered what I could do in the boat with him, so today we're here to find out.
So the rules of Pro versus Joe are simple. Have fun, but ultimately it's first fish, most fish, and biggest fish. Be sure to follow along and click the like button on our social channels, and who knows, maybe we'll pick you one of these days. Well, Blake, here it is. The wind's blowing and kind of throwing us a curveball, but it is Toledo Bend.
Absolutely, yeah. The wind is definitely going to rip today. We're going to move shallow, power fish, throw the crankbaits and the chatterbaits, and I think we're going to have a heck of a day.
I was looking forward to getting out there and doing the deep stuff, but the weather's not going to allow for it today. But darn, you're going to twist my arm and make me get up here and fish shallow. So let's see what we can do.
Let's do it.
You know, as a tradition, I always give the Joe the first cast. So I'm going to give you the first cast.
Let's do it.
Got me excited there. There was a hole right here that I did not catch any fish out of, but it had some fish in it.
There's one.
Get one?
Yeah.
No way. Oh my goodness. Got the first one.
Good one too.
And a big one.
Stay hooked.
You know, you can't go wrong with a lipless crankbait in Toledo Bend if things are tough. Nope. Swing that. Oh yeah. Dude, that's a grown one right there.
Nice little chunk, huh?
Yeah.
Good way to start. He ate it pretty good too, pretty deep in there.
Wow. Yeah, he did. He choked that thing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good job.
Absolutely.
He might have the first, most, and biggest with that one.
Good way to get started. Key fish.
I think I had 9 pounds for 5 fish. Another one? You got another fish?
I do. Doesn't feel very good though, unless he came off. No, he's still in there, just small.
You're gonna make me put on a lipless crankbait here is what you're gonna do.
Don't look.
Little guy.
Don't look.
That is probably a non-scorable there. That is a...
That's what you call a finger cat.
that's about what Butch had yesterday and stuck one in his
Yeah,
finger
they'll
right
do
at the
it.
end. So there's another sharp bend right up here around the corner. And the bends are kind of the telltale sign. Look at that, see? Just had to get up here.
That's it.
Not a very big one, but you got to start somewhere.
You're on the board.
Yep. You know, so we had suspected to catch fish out farther, and now we've actually moved up here shallower than what we thought, or farther up the creek, and sometimes you just got to keep hunting. Another giant.
Well, I think these fish may be pushing back. The water's a little dirtier, maybe a little warmer. We searched out front. We caught one good one, but it's been kind of slow. So we're just gonna ease our way back through here and see if the fish can tell us what to do at this point.
So, biggest thing we're combating right now is the wind. I mean, they were calling for high winds, saying it is really blowing. There's a front coming through, and the fish have been a little challenging so far. You caught that one really nice one, and a couple little. We've caught, I've caught one little dink. You've caught a couple little dinks, but that's fishing. We want to obviously be catching, but we got to keep fishing until we can find the catching. So we're going to go back out there where you caught that good one, and we'll kind of work our way out the other way and see if we can't find out where these things are at.
And I think what little bites we do have, they've been just kind of subtle bites.
Yeah,
They're really not as hammered. So I think we're gonna have to grind it out and just
Yep.
really just fish to make the most of our opportunities here.
Exactly. All right, Blake, we're back out here where they're biting at. Let's make this thing happen now.
Okay. I think so. Yeah.
Very big.
No.
Another giant, huh? We can do a show with these times, can't we? On Toledo Bend? Uh-oh. See, all you gotta do is throw a jerkbait. Look at the giants. Not what we're looking for. Hold out a jerkbait when things get tough and they're not really reacting to anything else. You can put on a jerkbait and usually twitch it around and get a reaction strike out of them. At least we got a little one, so if the little ones are biting, maybe the big ones will bite. There's one. Look at that. Look at it. Came up on live scope, and but yep. Oh yeah. We've just been working our way out. We thought the fish would be. We thought the fish would be shallower, but there's a little bit of a front hitting, and apparently they've moved out deeper. And he's under the boat. You're good. Fish. There we go. That's what Toledo Bend's more like. Just the average Toledo Bend bass. Those solid 2.5 to 3 pounders, I mean, here it is. That's what makes Toledo Bend so special. The giant fish it has in it, but this is the average fish here. A good solid 2.5 to 3 pounder. You can see these things are built differently. They eat more here. Must be the Louisiana thing. Thank you, fish. There's one. Little guy. That does not count. Little guy. But we're getting some bites.
Yeah.
Just got to be around the fish, right? There we go. Another little guy. What? Non-counter. We cannot count these at Toledo Bend. In my career, I finished second at Santee Cooper in South Carolina, and another stupid little one. Maybe that's a Toledo Bend keeper anyway. A little bigger. sometimes you just have to keep hunting and trying and eventually come across something. So I'm guessing with this little bit of a front we've had, these fish are still sitting in this channel out here, but the channels act as a little travel area, and that's what they're doing. They're sitting out here in these little travel areas. You know, if I had to pick a moment for today that was the Miller Tech performance moment of the day, it wasn't just a particular moment, but it was the day in itself. And you know, we were talking about it earlier. Today was all about the weather and the conditions. As you can see, I love fishing in the wind, but it was brutally windy today. But the other big thing here is we have beautiful blue skies. And when you have a front that comes through, we've had north winds, and you have bluebird skies like this, today was a reminder, instead of those fish sitting up high in the hydrilla or up on top, from what we can tell, these fish are tucked down in the hydrilla. About the only way we could really get fish to bite was a reaction strike out of a jerk bait or a couple early on a lipless crankbait, or we had to take a bladed jig and literally just crawl it through the hydrilla to get the fish to bite. So there's your Miller Tech performance moment. I appreciate you getting hung up. Well, you know what they could be is they could just be out here in the wind more. Are you able to get down to it, or? Sure aren't chasing, so throw them a wacky worm, right? What's the other thing to do in this part of the country? When all else fails, throw a wacky worm. So you know, we fished through here, and the water's really clear. So the lipless crankbait, you know, sometimes it's not as effective, and we weren't getting bit. I wasn't getting bit on the jerk bait, so decided to just pick up the old wacky worm, and there was a tree there. Nothing can go wrong with that, right? Just dragging it. There's a good one. There's a good one. Get in the boat. Looky there. When they're hooked like that, we'll just guess what, Blake? Not quite as big as yours, but it's a nice chunk. Very nice fish. It's just crazy how these fish are. I mean, we're just having to drag that bladed jig right on the bottom. Hardly tell that it's even vibrating. Giant, but a chunk. That's what Toledo Bend's all about. I'd say that's your average fish at Toledo Bend, wouldn't you? I mean, just solid 3-pounders, beauties. Sorry. They just grow different at Toledo Bend, don't they? Even their little ones are fat. So we just got out here and got out in this little bit deeper grass where we feel like these fish be sitting, and just been slow rolling a bladed jig through it and catching fish. See how easy that is? You know, what was it? It was 20-30 minutes ago. We caught that big one, you know, a little earlier, and didn't get bites for 5 or 10 minutes, so we just changed up and come out here and start catching this one. Blake, I don't know about you, but I've had a blast.
Me too, man.
And we've learned a lot, but you know, with that being said, unfortunately, every day has to come to an end. So how about we say last cast right here?
Last cast, let's do it.
Let's last cast, let's make it the best. How about for both of us? Two big
Double
ones
up
right
on the
here.
last
Yep.
one, huh?
Two big ones. You know to crawl it back, right?
That's right. Low in the grass.
Yep, pop it through that grass. Now the fish will just be nice and cooperate with it, correct? Happened on my last cast, but you know, with that being said, Blake, I had a good time.
Man, I
Unfortunately,
appreciate it,
my
yeah.
time is coming to an end on one of my favorite fisheries in the country, Toledo Bend. Blake, you're a good guide down here, and you know what? If you want some of the best fishing in the country, come down to Toledo Bend. So hey, if you want to spend a day on the boat with me, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, follow along on social media, and who knows, maybe we'll come to your favorite body of water and spend a day on the lake with you.